Another day passes us in this West Indies tour, and India again proved their dominance, courtesy King Kohli, and lots more talking points in this day two second test on, of course, this show. Yup, I say this show because it is a Calypso confrontation, and we, of course, will introduce the boys, but we always start with a stat. And we'll start with the sumptuous stat. I said sumptuous yesterday. I'll use the same adjective today as well, because if you take a look at what's gone on, well, I know Virat Kohli scored 100 and his 76th international ton, but when we compare how Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli are generally, I mean, take a look at this, Akshay. 29th test ton of Sachin's came in Queen's Park Oval, Port of Spain, and similar Virat Kohli as well. So lots to like, lots to love, more great stats on the cricket.com platform. And let's get into the talking points in Experts Corner. But before that, have to ask you guys what you've just made of the day. Have you even watched any ball, to be honest?
Okay, to be honest,
I'm sure he has played more balls than the number of balls that he watched
that'd be
today.
a fair thing to say.
Courtesy of Nish.
I mean, Shobh actually should be answered this, asked this question. I mean, he was on live blog and he was throwing out some great nuggets while always having his finger exercise throughout this course of the night. But Shobh, if you had to put a number of balls that you actually watched on day two, how many and why?
First, how many and why? So first of all, I watched the number of balls that I was able to watch was all because of you, because you kept pulling me out, you kept pulling me away to play cricket actually on the terrace. But apart from that, yeah, it was a very slow day of cricket actually. And while coming to office today, I had it in mind that okay, I'll play cricket with you guys only during the lunch. But the last session was just so slow, and I just couldn't get on with my life, and I was the one who came to your room and asked you guys to play cricket. So this is the kind of day it was. I wanted to watch cricket, a lot of it, but it was just too slow a game to follow.
It was just sedate, and next we'll come to all the talking points, but I want to ask you about what happened elsewhere in the cricketing world. We were just talking about it off cam. I mean, so much to appreciate in terms of cricket right now, the Ashes, the India West Indies, but also the Zim T10. What happened there, Nix?
Apparently, Professor had a day out, taking 6 wickets for 4 runs in a T10 game. People are not taking 6 in a session. Ask Pat Cummins.
Bro, James Anderson has not picked that many wickets in 3 test matches in this series now.
I mean, it's quite ridiculous.
Yeah, just the Jay Mother that it is. You know, baseball 99 for Bairstow. It's you can't just make sense of it.
true. And what's even more ridiculous is the fact that we're supposed to discuss India West Indies, and the first 2 talking points have been Zim Afro T10 and the Ashes.
Look, it's a Freaky Friday, 99 in Bairstow. We're talking about different things. But look, let's talk about day 2 and break it down for you all in Experts Corner. Now, in the Experts Corner, we of course asked the boys 3 different questions. I want to start with Nikhil on this instance on Virat Kohli and his 76th run. He was 13 away when he of course resumed his overnight score of 87 and run out for the 3rd time in his his test career I should say. Innings, what am I saying? It's morning, so bear with me. But Nix, jokes apart, how much did you appreciate that Virat Kohli 121? And pick the bones out of it, please.
I think we talked about it in very good detail yesterday as well, how he looked in control for the most part of it. Very few lapses, and you saw a few shots coming out from the book or the repertoire that you want to say. So in that sense, fair reflection of the hard work that he's put in. And also we have to remember he did get a lot of 70s and 80s in the process of getting to that ton. So it's not all the time that you're chasing that 100, but it's good to get the monkey off the back. 29th done, 76 out of the way. But I think the lesson here is to stay at it and try and find way to survive and adapt to different surfaces, because he's played 2 tests here, very different conditions. Then you go to South Africa, it will be far more different. So hopefully the adapting machine is on and we can see a lot more runs from him.
Yeah, I think Anirudh, our stats man, was talking to us about a lot of stats which depicted his, for example, the fall shot percentage, different parameters which really made this knock stand out from Virat's perspective. One man who gave him great company showed at the other end was Ravindra Jadeja. And I look at the stats right now, and Jadeja has been very clinical for India with the bat, to say the least, because he has the most 50-plus scores for India in the first innings in Tests since 2019. He's got 12 of them. Again, another brilliant knock in terms of experience and biding his time and doing the right things, right, Shubh?
Well, Jadeja has actually made a habit of it over the last 2-3 years. Actually, he has. It is not just the number of runs that he has scored; it is the quality of those runs as well. They have most of those runs have come overseas in testing conditions. The biggest example, according to me, would be the fifth test against England at Edgbaston, where he walked out to bat at around 98 for 5 or something. And though Rishabh Pant scored a blistering 100 from the other end, you needed a more sedate partner with him. And Jadeja did exactly that, and he also scored a ton along with Pant. So Jadeja has played such knocks quite regularly now, and it was something that I was expecting from him as well when he walked out to bat yesterday at 182 for 4, and he did exactly that. So he has really found his method to adapt, to get set, to get his eyes in, and then capitalize later on.
But look, moving on from Jadeja, let's also depict Ashwin and what he did, because he got his first ever Test 50 against West Indies. He has 400s, but no 50. So good on Jadeja and Ashwin, really. What I want to ask Akshay, because he's, of course, writing an analysis piece on day 2, so you guys can go check that out. Whenever this video is out, definitely that one will be out as well on the website. What have you thought? Because from a West Indies perspective, they were looking really good. They got away with maybe a small little scare in the last ball of the day. It could have been, 3 dismissals in one. So how do they plot about at least competing in this test?
I mean, they'll basically have to do more of what they did in the last session.
Yeah.
You spoke about the analysis piece that I'm supposed to write today. Yesterday's analysis piece began with me saying this was attritional cricket of the highest order.
Yeah.
And I thought nothing could be that, and West Indies show that they could. So they'll have to do just more of that. I see no other way, because there aren't too many stroke makers who can sort of, force the play. And on the other hand, for India, the surface is very slow. I personally just want Ashwin to get more wickets for the game to end sooner. But it is going to be difficult.
Point taken, the fact that West Indies will try to bide their time, but the worst point about it is it'll go into day 5, which really doesn't motor well for us. But jokes apart, that was Experts Corner. Let's move on to the next segment, which is What's Trending India. Right, what's trending India? We spoke about Virat Kohli yesterday. Now we're going to talk about a fan who was chanting Virat Kohli's names from the stands in Port of Spain today, and he goes by the name of Jumbo. Now he's been associated with West Indies cricket for donkey's years now. He actually came into the stadiums of West Indies selling corn soup before he became a super fan. He's had a splendid journey. Here's more in this clip.
If we talk about super fans, who pops up in your mind? Is it Sudhir Kumar Chaudhary, Chacha Chicago of Pakistan, or Uncle Percy of Sri Lanka? What if I tell you there's a super fan, or rather, an icon that you don't know about? The word is Jumbo. Confused? Now, let me introduce you to Jumbo from Trinidad and Tobago. Whenever West Indies take the field in Queen's Park Oval, Jumbo, the 12th man, is omnipresent in the stands. Storming into practice sessions is nothing unusual for Jumbo, or hanging out with the other fans over a mug of beer. For one fact which everyone agrees, Jumbo is an icon in the Caribbean.
Who live out of the Caribbean? Well, look at me as a fan, but I'm an icon. A living, walking, talking icon.
Jumbo is not an overnight sensation. In fact, he's been around for half a century to etch his name in the hallowed legacy of the historic cricket ground. Nevertheless, his heart still beats in the same frequency to this very day. However, you need qualities to thrive among the commons, and Jumbo has mastered the art.
Jumbo is roots at Queen's Park Oval. Before all these stands were up, Jumbo was there.
Everyone just loves him, whether he's selling nuts or dancing to the Calypso groove.
Jumbo is an icon when it comes to this ground, Queen's Park Oval. Jumbo has been selling nuts at this facility probably since I was a little boy, you know. What people know about Jumbo is that when Jumbo threw a pack of nuts to you, he sends it directly to you, you know. And also, Jumbo could throw a pack of nuts to the highest stand in this ground, and you will get it. You wouldn't take the money then, right? But he'll come back about an hour later and collect his money because you have to go up another flight of stairs.
Indians have had an easygoing relationship with the West Indies, which illuminates every time the players share the field. The case is the same for Jumbo, whose emotions overflow when the Asian team heads west.
Every time India come here, it just gives me a pleasure because, you know, we have a long history together. You know, we came here together. So, you know, every time India come, it gives me a kind of feeling, ancestral background. So, and we have both of a nice time.
As we love to back players, the Trinidadian aligns with it. While screaming out for the local boys has always been a constant, Jumbo has a special place in his heart for a particular Indian player. Guess who?
India have one player, and that fella is Kohli, the greatest cricketer the world will see in the next 20, 40, 50 years.
Of the named and famed superfans, Jumbo definitely falls in the elite list.
Right, that was what's trending India. Hope you enjoyed that, and of course, give us some love in the comments below. Let's move on to a part of the show where you guys can win big in terms of merchandise back home. Win crafty t-shirts like this, or the ones that we normally wear on our show in the next segment called Who Am I? Right, now I know Akshay and Shobh know the answers to this. So the first person is this. Now he has, of course, an infamous record of having a 31-ball duck in ODIs. Basically, this came across in 2006. I'll give you a further clue there. Now, he's played 15 tests for his country, and he sadly passed away at the age of 33. So who am I talking about in this one? Nix, a random question to you, because I know Shobh and Akshay know the answers. He's on mute, as usual.
No, I know the answer, so I'm on mute.
Oh, well played, well played. Let's move on to the second player then.
Can I add another clue to that?
Sure, go on.
He was marked absent for his final first-class game because he was in prison.
I don't think that's a clue. That just confuses people a lot more. It is simple as.
Was this prison case to do with a stabbing case?
That I'm not 100% sure, but I guess the answer to that is no.
Oh, okay, fine. I mean, Shobh's added another clue. So let us know in the comments. Remember, the person who gets it all three right, and the first person to comment wins the merchandise. I think yesterday, Santosh Odappa, who's already won merchandise in this channel before.
Plenty.
Brilliant to him. So kudos there. Second man that we're asking you today in the Who My Quiz is this man. The bowling action might give you the clue initially, but the clues goes as this. His first test wicket was Angelo Matthews. He last played the IPL in 2019, and his last test was in his hometown. So you guys should know this one as well. Quickly moving on to the third clue, because we're not going to give you more time to think about the second one. The third one is relatively easy as well. This person's played 9 tests against West Indies, and he's batted the most amount of balls for India in a test innings. I think that's the easiest clue, even though Akshay couldn't get it. But we eventually had to help him over the line. And the final clue, having the fact that he's played for KKR and KXIP. Be honest, man, you didn't get that last one.
I got the last one. You
I
can
mean,
ask the
because
producer.
we had to really help him, right?
Help him. Help me with what? Help me with what?
Spoon feed him with clues. But look, those are the clues. And as you guys would like it or not like it, if you have merchandise, please let me know. I just want to end the show today by asking you guys, I mean, what's going to happen, guys? Can we see a Sunday day off for us personally? Saturday?
Genuinely, Saturday is out of question. We are working tomorrow.
So best case scenario for India, I mean, if they get 6 wickets in the first session tomorrow? Sorry, today.
Going to Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, you love writing, so you don't mind writing day 5, session 3 live blogs, right?
Okay, I'll just go through it again, but this is not exactly the kind of cricket I would like to watch, especially at these ungodly hours as well. There are some interesting series going on. Ashes and MLC has been doing good. Actually, it has caught my attention. So yeah, India West Indies not my first priority right now, but करना पड़ता है यार.
Yeah, got your attention, but almost kind of catching your sleep as well because you're sleeping at weird hours with the MLC. Next, I'll end the show with you because you're the Mr. Prediction, really. You've got like pretty much all predictions in the Caribbean tour so far. So, how much are West Indies going to get in their first innings and how much will they trail by? No disrespect.
Yeah, I think they will put up a good fight, which is what we've seen already from them. The wicket is on the slower side, so I don't think India will be able to run through them unless West Indies make a lot of mistakes. So I do expect them to get probably around 250 to 250, 300, somewhere around there, because I do feel they have enough in them. Of course, it will need Brathwaite to bat deep. If not, then we might see a few cameos from everybody. So I'll keep it to 250 from India's sake if you want a big lead. But yeah, I do see this game lasting longer than all of us wanted to.
Then
Okay,
all our
let's see how
wills to survive through this test match. The test match will last longer. I just have one question, Nick. In case India bundles out West Indies for under 269, which is the follow-on mark, sorry, 239, which is the follow-on mark, do
Yeah.
you think that India will enforce the follow-on or they will bat again?
No, I don't think they'll.
They will bat again, right? Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Which again just extends the length of the game.
Yep.
It does, and it extends the length of this show as well on the breakfast show that you guys duly watch. Really appreciate your time, the viewers. Please like this and share it as much as possible, all your friends out there. Thanks for watching. Day 3 will definitely be the moving day, as they say in the cricketing cliche world. Thanks Akshay, Shubh and Nick for being sports at 3:35 yet again. I don't know why we do this. We love our job and we love our week ahead. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you guys shortly.